Bulls fans, we are back, and today we're going to be talking about the Chicago Bulls win at their first summer league game that they played, and the Chicago Bulls won 83-74, and it was a very bad and sloppy game by both sides. But yeah, and the Bulls shot, I believe, 32 for 82 from the field, and it was not a good shooting day for either side. But there's a few positives to look at, but there's a lot of negatives that did happen. But first, let's talk about the rookie. Our rookie, Julian Phillips, did not play because he has not officially signed a contract with the Chicago Bulls, so we didn't get to see him on the court. We didn't get to see really what he can do on the court. But they were running Dalen Terry at the point guard position in the first half, and he was not doing the best. And once they got towards the second half, they kind of went away from that, and they started scoring a little bit more and kind of doing a bit more things. But Dalen had 10 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals, so not a bad stat line. But there was definitely a few things that could have been improved on. In the first half, he was a little sloppy and kind of out of control on the offensive end. But he should not be running the point. I think it should be someone else. But also, I want to put something in there, but Tyree Appleby definitely should have played this game. I think he should have came off the bench a little bit and played a few minutes, but that's just my opinion. And let's talk about a few guys that really did really good today. But we got Nate Darling. He had 15 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. He can shoot the rock very well. Javon Freeman Liberty, 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. He was hooping today too. And Jontay Porter, the Michael Porter Jr.'s little brother, he had 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 blocks. He can play defense, he can shoot the 3, and he can grab boards. So those 3 guys are kind of the main 3 guys that really played very well. But also 2 other guys that played pretty decent today. Henry Joe played pretty good. He had a pretty decent stat line. And Yago, I don't know how to say his full name, but the Bulls on their Instagram called him Yago. So Yago is he can shoot the 3 very well, and he can dish the ball a little bit. But my favorite player watching today was definitely Nate Darling. He played very well this game, and he shot the ball very well. So I liked watching him play. But let's talk about Adama Sanago. He was definitely lost a lot during this game and definitely did not know what he was doing. And I can see why now that he was undrafted and never really got a team to draft him on draft night. And the shooting was very bad from both sides, but there was a lot of sloppy plays from Adama Sanago. Like, there was a few pick and rolls that definitely could have been ran a bit better, but Adama Sanago kind of messed him up. And his court vision is not the best. He has no touch under the rim when he shoots the ball. And when we first signed him and I watched his tape, I was excited and everything. And he looked like a very good player, but now after watching him this game, he definitely needs to work on a lot of things if he really wants to improve and be put on the NBA court. And it really wasn't the best game for him. So hoping he can get back at the next game and really, show us what he can do. But I think it was a very sloppy game. But there was definitely a few bright sides from it, like the 3 players that I mentioned, Nate Darling, Javon Freeman Liberty, and Jontay Porter. Those guys really carried the team this game. And I really think there's a few bright futures in our lineup, in this Summer League lineup, because honestly, I could see the Bulls signing Javon Freeman Liberty to an NBA contract. He definitely deserves that contract after what he's shown he could do today. And Nate Darling, what he's shown he could do today, they hooped today. And I think Jontay Porter is 6'11" too. So he can definitely rebound and everything for us. So we have a few options to look at when we're looking to sign someone or kind of fill in a roster spot. But there's definitely 3 players on this list right here that could definitely fill in a spot for us on the Chicago Bulls. And the Bulls should really look into that and just see how they play in these next few Summer League games. But that is going to be all for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. You already know, hit that sub button. Let me know what you guys thought about the game down below in the comments. But that's going to be all. See you, Red Bulls Nation.